It's a beautiful afternoon here in the grounds of Portstewart Football Club. With me here now is Jonathan McCrudden. He is the Academy Development Officer. Tell me a wee bit about the Academy.
Portstewart Academy has been restructured in the last few months. We're very much a community-led club, or we've restructured our committee. It's very parent-led with input from the coaches and from the senior club. So as I was saying, our parents are very much involved. So they do a lot of the running of the club and allow the coaches to concentrate on the actual coaching of the academy kids.
And how many children are in the academy at present?
The number of children that we have within the academy has actually grown quite substantially. Since we kicked off in August, we've risen from about 30 children to about 110 children at the minute.
Tell us a little bit about how Radius Housing are helping you.
Our partnership with Radius Housing is going to allow us to put 14 coaches through their coach education. So they'll have their national coaching certificates. They'll also have their first aid and child protection. So our partnership with Radius is going to allow us to solidify our coaching structure, and it will benefit not just in the short term but in the longer term, because the education will allow us to coach kids not just this year but for many years to come within the Portstewart and Causeway Coast Council area.
And what age are these children?
The children that we coach are from 5 to 14 years of age, but as we get more coaches on board, we'll be able to start integrating more teams within the community structure, and we'll be able to take kids from 15, 16 years of age from maybe next season on.
And has COVID affected you here, or are you still fit to go out and play?
COVID has really affected the kids. We have been training for a few weeks at the beginning of the season, but unfortunately we haven't been able to bring the kids in the last few weeks. So we're really looking forward to the Stormont allowing us to get in and start bringing the kids back in again, just so they can start meeting their friends, start exercising, and also to improve the mental health of the kids, which has been sorely affected by COVID lockdown.
With me is Alan Steele, Portstewart Football Club Community Relations Officer. Tell me, Alan, what is your involvement here with the club?
Okay, so from taking up the role earlier in the year, COVID-19 has basically taken over my role. We've had 4 phases which we have delivered to the local community in relation to COVID-19. So with Radius Housing, their sponsorship will help us to deliver upcoming community-based projects for the people of Portstewart and the surrounding area.
This is Bronagh of Radius Housing. She's the regeneration manager. Bronagh, tell us a little bit about the new housing going up in Portstewart.
Yes, well, we're delighted to be developing a new 87-unit housing scheme on the Coleraine Road called Kappa Green. It's a mixed tenure development, so we have private for sale properties alongside social properties which will be allocated through the common selection scheme. It's probably the first sort of new build social scheme in a long time in Portstewart, and things are cracking on site, and we hope that the first handovers will come forward now in the spring of 21.
This is Melanie, who is the community officer for Radius Housing. Melanie, how did you start to get involved with Portstewart Football Club?
Okay, so my colleague Bronagh has just spoken to you a little bit about our new development within Portstewart, which is a shared housing development. Shared housing really means that it's open to everybody, both sides of the community, and that no one side's in dominance over the other. With the shared housing developments, there's a budget to do good relations work. Now that good relations budget isn't only for the people who are going to live within the development, it's within 5 miles of that development, and the money's there to spend before the tenants move in. Stephen McCartney of the council made an approach to me. I'm working with him in Coleraine and another shared housing development we have there, and asked me to attend a meeting at Portstewart Football Club to hear about their plans and how they want to develop in the local community. So we're absolutely delighted to be working with the football club. They were taken over last summer by new management, and they've got exciting new plans to embed themselves within the wider community.
So are you going to come down and do a wee bit of football yourself?
Absolutely. You know, I actually started with a football club in Belfast, but my short-lived career in football came to an abrupt halt whenever I gave myself an injury, but I'm always up for trying again.
I've just been speaking there with Melanie and Bronagh from Radius Housing, and today I have our mayor, Mark Fielding, with us here at Portstewart Football Club. Well, isn't this just great news for the club?
Brilliant news for the club. I mean, the club has done great things over this last number of months, getting involved in the community during the pandemic, giving out food boxes. Now they're working with Radius. They've got funding for coaching, and Radius also helping with the architectural design. So this is a club of ambition. They're in the third tier of Irish League football, and they have ambitions to go forward. And they're certainly getting the community behind them, and I'm certain they do. And the council will work with them to forward as much as we can.
And do you play a wee bit of football yourself?
I do. Well, I've certainly followed, and I did in the past, and I do follow football indeed.
Thank you to Portstewart Football Club for having us here today, and to Radius Housing, and of course to the Mayor. It's been a glorious afternoon, and what an amazing community project going on here on the Causeway Coast. I'm Joan Beggs.